Hey guys and gals, Froggy here. This is a continuation of a coolant leak that I have on my 328i coupe BMW. I traced it down to the heater core. What it's doing is it's leaking slightly, a very small leak from the heater core, which is located under the dash near the air conditioning. I always forget whether it's the evaporator or the condenser. I think it's the evaporator, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. Anyway, there's a drain there, and it drains down underneath the middle of the car. All this has been explained and shown in another video, so I'm not going back there right now. This is what I'm going to try to do. And some of you are going to laugh, but I have used this product from Gold Eagle on 2 cars so far. I've used it on an Explorer, a 2000 Explorer, for a small leak near the coolant temperature sensor underneath the throttle body, and also on another BMW, a 1995 BMW M3, that had very small coolant leak. Now, I'm not talking about a blown head gasket. I'm not talking about a hose. If you've got a bad hose, replace the hose. If your radiator is split, put a new radiator in. But if you've got a very small leak, I think this stuff might work. So what I did, I'm going to show you how to put it in. I was going to take this hose off here. This is a upper radiator hose, and put it in there, but BMW hoses are... Let me show you the design on BMW hoses. It doesn't have a hose clamp. It has this metal spring clamp, and it has a fitting on the end. It's a plastic fitting, and then the hose itself clamps to that fitting, so it's a pretty complicated deal. Here's the other end of that anyway. So I decided to let the engine cool down. What that does, when the engine gets hot, the overflow tank fills up with the expanded hot coolant. When the engine cools down, the overflow tank goes down as the coolant volume shrinks, and it sucks coolant back into the engine. In other words, the level in this goes up and down, up and down. Right now it's down. I know it's down a little bit because it's been leaking, which I knew about, and it's also down because the engine's pretty cooled off now. So I'm going to add it directly to here, and then I'm going to go drive the car. What that's going to do is expand the coolant, heat up the car, and it'll raise the level, and it'll raise the pressure in the system, and it'll raise the level in this overflow tank. Then, as the car sits overnight, it'll suck down, and it's going to suck this cooling system treatment into the engine. So I'm going to, it's going to need 2 or 3 or 4 cycles to get this all in there. But that's where I'm going to add it, and then I'm going to keep you posted with some comments on the thread how it works. Alright, I'm not going to refilm it, but I'm going to post some comments, and I'll let you know if it's worked or didn't work. It worked for a month, it worked for 6 months, it worked for a year. I'll keep it updated. So anyway, let's get some of that in there, and then I'm going to go drive the car. I shook it up a little bit, but as you can see, it does not separate out. It stays in solution. There's an organic compound in here, and I also think possibly there's some tiny aluminum, almost microscopic aluminum compound in there too. And they stay mixed together, they stay in suspension. You can see this is in suspension, and we're going to put it in right now. Okay, in it goes. I'm not sure I'll be able to get the whole bottle in or not. We'll see. There's a float in the reservoir tank that should pop up. Let me check it. Yeah, it was actually pretty low. So I think I'm going to get this all in there. And then I'm not going to top it off right now. But I just want to show you this. See, no clumps, no lumps, nothing's left in the bottle. It's in there now. I'm going to screw on the cap. I'm surprised that didn't pop up a little bit. It must have been pretty low. But because of the thickness of the additive that I'm putting in there, the float didn't come right back up. I jiggled it a little bit and now it's popped up. So let's go take it for a ride. We'll cap it up and take it for a ride. Remember, what I want to do is to get the cooling system hot, pressurize this, there, pressurize this, and then let it sit overnight. It'll suck it in and out a few times, and then that's supposed to find its way to the heater core and plug up that small leak. That's I'm going to wrap it up here. If this helps you out, give me a thumbs up. Check back on this video every few weeks to see if it works. And if you want more from Froggy, subscribe to my channel, okay? See you later. Froggy out.